Hello everybody, welcome back. Omega Given here. Alrighty, so hopefully everyone's having a great day. I'm gonna start streaming. Let's see if this works. Oh, apparently my one stream just literally went live right off the bat, which is kind of interesting. But hey, whatever works, right? I don't know. So let me double check the thing and see how it's working, eh? Let me see if the live stream's working how I want it to work and such. Also, I probably should play some music or something like that, shouldn't I? Because today we're gonna do a little bit of some mechanic or like electrical stuff. See if I can get some stuff going and everything. This might be a short stream because I might not be able to do it. I was kind of like analyzing what I have and what I can and can't do. I was kind of seeing that I couldn't do quite everything that I want to do. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so we got music playing. I'm gonna turn that music down a little bit. See how that music turns out. It's kind of like analyzing what I have. This might be a short stream because I might not be able to do it. This might be a short stream because I might not be able to do it. Okay, so we got music playing. I'm gonna turn that music down a little bit. See how that music turns out. Okay, I think we're good. All right, we're live streaming. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're doing some stuff here. So I got me a new soldering iron. It's a Ryobi kind of stuff because I have Ryobi, and I'm like, hey, that might be cool to do the attachment stuff. Especially since it's like it was only like extra $10. And I'm like, wait, why not get a portable soldering iron set? So we're gonna do some soldering iron stuff. So what we gotta do today is we have this is a flat iron. Basically it was together like this, and the flat iron stuff, you know, bum 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 bum. But it stopped working. Of course, if it stopped working, it might have a couple things. Since these are heat components on the inside of this, I basically assumed that there's something going on here, that maybe like a connection got melted through and such. So we're going to I can only close that door. We're going to figure out and see if we can fix this thing up. It's been a while since I've done some soldering, so this might be very crude, and people, if they see this video, might be like cringe at what I'm doing basically. But hey, we will see. All right, so it looks like we get power in, power out from the cord right here. This is the cord. We can just push that off to the side. We don't need it. But yeah, we have the cord right here, power in, power out. It's kind of interesting. I've never actually looked at these cords to see how they work. But it looks like it gets its neutral from this rotating pin. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. It has like the inside and outside portion. That's how you allow it to rotate. It's kind of cool seeing like how you can have a rotating joint for a power in, power out it. I never really thought about doing it this way. They kind of have two chunks, whereas this outer chunk, which is probably wired up to one of the wires, of course, and the inner chunk. Oh. That could do it. Right there. A full disconnect of the wires. I don't know if I could fix that. At least not easily. I think what I'd have to do to get this fixed is I would have to... I think I'd have to split this on the cord right here in the center. It's kind of hard. I wish I could like zoom in and such, but it's kind of hard to zoom in. Here, do I have a piece of paper I could use? Maybe I have a piece of paper I could use to be able to zoom in, zoom out, or to at least show a couple of things. And yes, my desk is very messy. I know my desk is messy. All right, here we got a piece of paper so we can like kind of see some stuff. So yeah, we have right here a complete disconnect. I don't know if that is the original issue or if it's right here. It looks like there's a disconnect here as well, as it, so like it like is just shredded over time. Or this looks like it's still connected a little bit. This is complete disconnect. So what we're gonna have to do here is we're gonna need to cut this open. I'm gonna need to figure out how to cut this open. Do I have a razor to cut this thing open or something like that? I need a very, very sharp object to cut this. I do have an X-Acto knife. Let's use an X-Acto knife. That's a good idea. X-Acto knife. I got these, so I could use one of these, but I think this is more of what we need. Yeah, X-Acto knife. Alright, so we're gonna X-Acto knife this and see if we can cut this open and do some stuff with it. So I'm gonna cut it a little bit from here. So I'm gonna split the cord because this is a 2-string cord kind of piece. So this can come off, hopefully. Gotta watch my fingers. I don't want to cut my fingers up, you know, stuff like that. All right, and then let's cut the rubber here. All right, there we go. So that way we have a disconnect on the wires. We're gonna pull them apart a bit so we can mess with this wire a bit. Looks like, yeah, this is a copper. So we want to keep copper to copper. I feel like aluminum would just fry and burn if we try to like do any kind of aluminum weirdness. I'm gonna see if I can strip a little bit of this off. I don't know what kind of gauge wire this is at all. I don't even know if this wire has a gauge. But we're gonna see if we can maybe get this rubber off of this. Excellent. All right, that was, crap, what gauge was that? I think it was 16 gauge or something like that, or 14 gauge, or no. 16 or 18. It might have been 18. I don't know. I was going up until I got it cut. I did cut some of the copper strands, I believe, in there. I might need a little bit more than this though to work with. So we're gonna see if we can get a little bit more to work with here. Let's start with 14. All right, we pulled off with 14. That didn't pull out any of the copper. Okay. So, let's just leave that as is. We have this little piece here now that we can work with. Here, I wonder, should I zoom in? Let me pull up my Dell manager for stuff so I can figure out how to do this. Camera control. Let's zoom in a bit. Okay, there we are. So we got this cut right here. We used our pliers here, or these are basically normal electrical stuff. So you get all different sizes here. So we use that to be able to strip off a bit. It looks like we did it from 14 gauge without having to ruin the stuff. I think it's a little less than 14, so like maybe it's 16, but it didn't cut the one stuff. So that's good. All right, so now that that's cut, something we're gonna have to do here basically is we're gonna have to split this open because we have to reconnect these points. Then we can tape them back together. Let me pull out my tape actually. We'll tape them back together. Or like once we have this a nice solder joint on them. So let's use our X-Acto knife here really quick and be very careful so we don't cut ourselves. And cut this thing open a bit. So I'm just gonna cut right down in the center where there's no wire. Assuming there's no wire at least. Okay. Yeah, this is a little tough to get it cut in. Oh, as my X-Acto knife started to pull out. Alright, cool. Alright, now let's go from the other side maybe. The other side's gonna be really hard to cut through, but take it slow and easy. Do not want to cut ourselves. X-Acto knives are dangerous. I don't like them. Okay, if I had 2 pliers, I'd just grab from both ends and just pull it open. But I don't quite have 2 pliers on me right now. Ugh. You know what's crazy is I think it has like this big rubber joint right here to like help keep them strong and together at the base, like over here. But I'm pretty sure there's a wire or the cord continues on throughout this. So it's actually pretty, we might be able to do this pretty easily and then reform the rubber back on it. So we can have a nice, solid, strong point. This is gonna be a pretty easy fix then, if that's the case. Gotta be careful I don't cut myself. Here, I'm gonna apply pressure like right here, and then cut like this. I feel like if I was a pro, I'd just connect this end to the back to the wire, but I'm not a pro like that, so we're not doing that. I'm just trying to make do with what I have, the tools I got. I'm not the best at this stuff, you know. All right, I'm gonna pull this apart a bit. That's gonna reveal what we're working with a little bit better. We can see that right here, it's starting to split on the other wire, but it's not splitting too much. So all we have to do with this other wire to make sure it doesn't split too much in the future for my wife, like if you know she's gonna be hard on this thing, is we just put a lot of tape on this, and then it should be fine. So we're gonna put a lot of tape on that part right there. I'll get a piece out, go right between, and then roll it on. This way, there's no contact. It's gonna help keep the rubber together. Smash it together real nice. All right, cut off the excess that we don't need. Excellent. All right, so that end is secure decently well. All right, this end. Now this end, we have a little bit of issue rolling with us here. We got some wire here that we need to be able to solder to, but it's all encased in rubber. I might be able to pull it out, like, because so this is built such that it has basically like the normal cord inside the big rubber chunk right here. So we're gonna see if we can cut this cord out a little bit, because it's kind of fused into it a little bit, but not too much. So I can probably get it out some. Because if I don't tear it completely out from this rubber, then I can actually seal it back in the rubber almost a little bit. At least that's my proposition of how I want to go about this. There's probably an easier way to do this, but the thing is I don't have all the tools in my, you know, that anybody would have that does these kind of things, so gotta make do with what I got. Yeah, gotta make do with what I got, and what I got is not much. I literally have a little bit of this copper coil I have here. I had some kind of other aluminum wire, but you kind of want to be careful with aluminum wire, because aluminum wire with heating elements, not the best thing ever. It melts. Aluminum melts, I'll tell you that. I've learned that from experience from some of my early soldering days, and I did a lot of stuff with aluminum. It would just burn right through the aluminum, and there would be nothing left, basically. Alright, there we go. We got a big chunk out there now. Excellent. So now that we have this big chunk right here, we can use that to solder from. Hey, what's up, Winner? How you doing? Okay, so we're gonna take this. We're gonna 14 gauge, try to cut this rubber to reveal the copper underneath. Booyah. Look at that. We got the copper underneath. We might need to get more. Let me see if I get more. Right there. Okay. Excellent. We got a bunch of copper we can work with now. So that way we can fuse this to this and reconnect, and then we have a fixed wire. This just popped off just now. I might need to do some kind of cleaning to this or something, because that's like very meh. It just slides right onto this though, so that'll be fine. Okay, let's do some basic soldering stuff. I haven't done soldering forever. It's gonna be super fun. I got this cool new soldering gun, so we're gonna turn that on, stick it over to, what's the temperature of this thing that needs? I don't know if it says. This is 6040 resin. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll get there. Not sure if you remember me. I used to watch a lot of your streams back in the Township Tale days. I know, right? Yeah. I don't remember your name specifically, but hey, welcome back. Nice to see you again. I don't know if this is blinking because it's out of battery, or maybe I need to grab another battery. I don't know, we can test this really quick by just, you know. Yep, alright, it is very hot. That is hot. Okay. I do have myself a fan right here. Safety precautions. Get yourself a fan if you're gonna solder. So I have a fan blowing from the side. When did you pick up this hobby? So I've soldered before. My wife had a flat iron. This is actually a flat iron right here. It's taken apart, like from this. So I'm just like, hey, I could fix this, because if it stopped working, it's literally just the difference of something got burnt out, and you could just replace it or reconnect the wires if the wires got burnt out. So hey, I just do that. I'm just gonna heat this element up a little bit right here. You know, do the little heaty up thing. Heat up the wire or the copper, and then you can kind of just fuse it on. I don't have cool tools to like help clip it in place, so I'm just gonna do like some makeshift stuff. I do not have the steadiest of hands, so we'll see how this does. Yeah, I do not have a steady hand, but hey, what works, works, right? So oftentimes when you're soldering, you want to heat up the main wires in general, not the actual solder itself. That's how you get a better solder joint, is when you cover it completely by just transitioning the heat to the wire, then to the solder from the wire. Might not work too well in this case, because these are not the best wires to do it to. Maybe I need to heat it up a little hotter. Let me turn it up a little bit. 600 degrees. My hand is not steady. I would not make a good doctor, I'll tell you that. Not a good doctor at all. Alright, that's working a lot better. It's now fusing to like the wire itself pretty well, except the whole wire in total is getting a little hot. Are you married as well? Wow, it's been a while. Congratulations. Yeah, I've been married. I have a kid now. Everything's been... Dude, I got a lot of stuff going on nowadays. Got a lot of stuff going on. I'm on leave right now. That's why I can stream right now, because I finally can take a break and go back to doing some fun stuff that I've wished I could do more of. Let me quickly just kind of fuse this back together, or just try to push this in together in a big chunk. All right. Now let's put more solder on. I would the good nice amount. We gotta get a good amount of this stuff on. All right, steady hand does it. Steady hand does it. Come on, melt. I'm not doing the best job here. Gosh, I can feel the heat in my like up the rubber. Do you believe that? Oh gosh. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I don't try to bring up too much religion in my live streams. And I just dropped a hot thing. Oh, Faye, do not touch that. Oh, my dog is down below, and it's gonna burn my dog. I gotta get this fan on me a little bit more. I can see the fumes kind of almost coming to me. Okay. That's soldered up pretty well now. Let's see if we can get some solder on this thing now. Pretty sure that's the best way to do it, right? You solder both sides and then you put them together and you just solder it together. Gotta be real careful here now because it's like very close to my fingers. Probably will get burned, but hey. I'm pretty sure if I get some kind of like flux or something like that, it would help seal to the wires themselves a little bit better. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing this wrong the whole time. Maybe there's a better way to do this. Alright, we're gonna try to put these things together now. Solder them together. I might need to split these up even more. That way I can get to it better. I wonder if I can almost use this whole encasing as like the place that sits. Just like that, and then like solder it all together. Well, I gotta go. Have a great night. I know you don't like to talk about it, but you loves you more than in a moment than anyone could in lifetime. Have a good one. Thanks, man. Thanks, and good uplifting words. It's always good to feel loved. Gosh darn it! I'm trying to get this thing fused together, but it's gonna be a pain about it. Alright, let me see about putting this together like that. I'm not that good at this, huh? Okay, they're fused. Kind of. Not the best, but... Do I trust a whole bunch of voltage going through that? Oh, nope, I do not trust it. As it all comes apart. I need to find my little scraper. I have like a little scrapey thing that I can scrape off a lot of the solder from the tip of this thing. I don't know where I put it. I'm gonna find it really quick. Very helpful to just get solder off the end of my thing. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. I found it. I can just scrape off, you know, all the excess solder. Alright. Let me look at this. Is this workable? Is this actually gonna... I don't know if I can actually get this to work well, am I? Probably should just cut this whole rubber piece off. It's not doing anything for us. Well, maybe it will. It probably will do something for us after it's all said and done. Here, let me like mush this together and get it like... I feel like I should put these into like some kind of metal piece that like kind of hooks it all in really well. I always just sealed it together like that and then made it work, but here you kind of want it to be all encased, I imagine, right? Kind of funny because it's not steaming or anything like that right now, so it kind of makes you like, oh, it's probably not hot. But no, that thing is 600 degrees. And it will burn you. Very easily burn you. It is not fusing. Ah. I need it to fuse. I think it's because I need to get more solder on this end. That's why. That actually burned off some of the rubber. Wow, okay. Now I'm gonna set this wire in this rubber, kind of like that. Let's see if I can like fuse all of this together while in the rubber. Maybe the rubber can fuse around it all and hold it tight, and then we put some tape around it and call it good. I think it's fused pretty well now. Ah, no, it came out. Darn it. Gosh darn it. Why is it coming out apart? Maybe I need to like, I need to do like a couple things here. I need to hold things together while I melt it and try to get these things fused. Okay, I think that finally got it fused. A whole lot of solder. All right. I think we got that fused. The best we can, at least. Now if it breaks in the future, it's gonna break right there at the end of the solder, which is gonna be a pain. All right, let's get this thing taped up a bunch. I just need to like split these up just so I can get it in and around. Got to get all that stress all the way down the cord. So if there's any future tension from like people pulling the cord and stuff like that, because you know, this is meant to be in a bathroom. People are this is tossing and turning everywhere. It needs to be very structured. All right, there we go. That's nice and well done. On that end at least. Now I gotta get this all split and done right here really well. I'm gonna do it right from the base right here. Alright, that's very well done. How about that? Very well done. I think the other cord needs a little bit because it did have a split. The wiring was still intact, but there was a split, and I want to make sure it's all solid as well. That the split doesn't continue, and this rubber will keep it together. Alright, there we go. There we go. We got 2 wires diverging, then coming back. I think we can maybe fuse these back together, kind of. I think we'll just kind of do a little bit. Very long kind of strokes like this, just trying to get them back together. If I ever need to fix this in the future, I'll have to undo all this taping, I guess. Okay, there we go. That cord is now fixed up and good. There's one little part that I do worry about. If I put this all back together, that it won't work that well. Right here, there's a little split in this wire. I worry that it's gonna not work just because of that split. So there's like a couple faulty points. Then again, it actually does seem decently solid. Like, it's not pulling apart. Maybe it will be fine. Maybe it will be fine. Yeah, let's get this thing back together. What I'm gonna need to do, kind of get this like that. That's together. All right, now we gotta like kind of screw this back together a teeny bit. Just make sure it's kind of can seal up. I got my iFixit kit here that I can use the screws or the screwdrivers in to get back together. All right, let's pour out some of these things here we can use.
Can you give me the hot cup real quick?
Yeah, I can do it.
I'm sorry, I'm doing the video.
Live stream, but it's fine. All right, I'm back. To anybody that's actually in the chat. All right. Let's see. How are we gonna put this thing back together? I have no idea how this actually came back together. I did not record the method. You got a temperature gauge. You got a couple of things here that are kind of unique. How the flip do you get this back together? This looks like it connects in somewhere. How does this thing connect? All right, let's like kind of set this out. Maybe we'll go set it out and figure it out from there. I do know I have these flat plates. I think these are temperature reflecting, so it doesn't melt the backside too much. Also, let me turn this thing off. Does this actually set in here and stay in here? Doesn't really seem like it does. How does this come together? I do not know. But I do know that goes there. Like, these are extra springs that go in these parts right here. I feel like that goes on that. That's a switch in itself. That looks like a switch, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how these go together. Okay, I see that that goes like that somehow. This has like a square piece here that looks like it locks into something. There's nothing to lock into on the back of this though, so no idea what that something could be. I think this goes to here, because right here, this makes sense that this kind of connects in right here. Just slots in just right. Especially if I just do this. Boom. Yeah, right there, see? That slots in really well. Okay, so that's definitely how that slots in. And this side is the side that connects up. This is lined up such that we can connect the screw here, screw here. There's a couple wires here that I do know we're probably gonna come back and over onto this one. I don't know how they connect up super well, but they do somewhere. I think it just comes back and in. Yeah. So I think this is just gonna be like right in that, basically. Something along those lines. Yep. Okay, so how does this work exactly? I think, oh, I see. So this is a little notch thing that puts right on the switch. That way you can hit it from the side. Yeah. So you can connect it right from the side. That's gonna go in here. Probably right here or so. I don't know if there's any placeholder pieces. I think these both, yeah, I think this connects up in here. Let me Let me seal this in, because this looks like it can seal in. That'll make our life a lot easier. Yeah, that just connects right in here. Make sure, yep, it's all cleared. As far as the way the screws go, these two look like they're the longest, which this might need the longest screws. So this goes here and here. I need a screwdriver. So I'm gonna take this screwdriver, is I Fix It screwdriver. They're not sponsored, but they're actually amazing. Screw it on in. That will basically seal that in, so it's very nice and easy to do. Okay, now that's in. We got this piece to deal with. I think these go in the sides. And this probably goes straight through. Yeah, okay, so these are joints to put the joint together. Those are that hinge joint. Meaning this, what's this? I think this is a cover of some sort. I see, yeah, this is a cover like that. Okay. We can do this, not bad. And that'll be the same thing as a cover over here as well. What screws go to what? I think these black ones are the exterior ones. I think these gray ones. Alright, these go to this plate. Black exterior goes to the black. I think these gray ones is what attaches this to the actual plastic itself. Right here. Yeah, I think that's what attaches it to the plastic. Alright, that's all together. Let's see, I think this will connect like that. Yeah, maybe. Here, let's pull this off and this off. I think those go on afterwards. Or does this go upside down like this? It might go upside down. I think upside down works better, right? Yeah, I think upside down works better. Okay, so yeah, okay, that works good. That's just good like that. One thing about having a nice iFixit kit is you can find the perfect fit so you don't strip anything. Especially the bits themselves, because the bits themselves are more expensive than the other stuff. And it's expensive as in time than it is screws. Screws, you mass buy them. Bits, you buy one and you hope that it lasts you a while. Look at that. It's coming together well. No one would even know. Alright, now this goes in the side. Like that. That goes on the side like that. This goes on top, like so. Something's wrong here. Either I screwed things in not tight enough. Let me unscrew this really quick and double check. Crap, this is not coming undone. Ah, crap. I need to double check and make sure that this is in all the way. I think I need to get these. I think this side is a little pushed up. I think the wires in the bottom of it are pushing it up a little bit. I think I need to get them on the opposite sides of each other. I don't know. That might not be it either. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. That's flat on the plastic, right? Yeah, that's flat on the plastic. Huh. Well. That is interesting. So, these screws go here. Nice and tight. I'm a little worried because it doesn't sit too well. Yeah, that doesn't sit too well at all. I don't like how that sits, but whatever. Okay. We'll make do. What works, works, right? Or I'm hoping it works. Alright, let's use this little teeny tiny screw. I'm gonna switch this out for, I don't know if this little teeny screw is this size or not. Let's try it. Yeah, it's this size. We're gonna see if we get this little teeny screw in here. Fuse that on in. I know this screw is supposed to go over here, but it broke, so I think what we're gonna do is just literally put it in anyways. Oh, I didn't put the, darn it. I didn't put the functional pieces in. Gosh darn it. This goes here. This goes here. Now, there we are. Okay, now let's put it together. Darn it. I think I might just put some tape all the way around this just to hold that in. Okay, that's all in. Excellent. So now we just have the other side. And then we're set. We're set to go. We need this here. And this cord needs to be in here. Tucked down in. Like that. Booyah. Now I can put these together. And we should be set to go there, hey? Ah, excellent. Look at that. Nice stuff. I think I got a message on Discord. I want to see this really quick. Looks like Digiteron has just popped in our channel and advertising our channel. Thanks, Digi. You don't need to do that, but it helps, I guess. Alright, looks like we got that working there. Let's put this on through. I guess it doesn't matter which side we do it from, but... Or maybe it does. There we go. And then pop this in. On this side. Fuse those together. Ugh. That way it's kind of together and it's our joint. And then we stick these two together. Come on. Come on. Here, let me get a flat head or something like that to like be able to push that in there. Ah, gosh darn it, it's not coming out. Here, let me see if I can pull it out another way or something. I just put it, you gotta put it straight in maybe. Really? What the flip? It's not working. Gosh. This is not popping in. Are there like two different sides maybe? Like maybe this is goes to the other side. I don't know. They seem like they're the same plastic. Oh, there's a difference. There's a difference. I see. I think the short side goes over here. So there's a short side, there's a long side. So I think the short side goes over here, the long side goes over here, yeah. Okay, there we go. Yep, that snaps together. This snaps together. Booyah! Look at that. Mm-hmm. I think we're missing something. Because it's supposed to have a spring. I'm missing a spring. Flip. Oh, here it is. Ah, gosh darn it. Oh, I gotta love this stuff. You gotta love it. Always happens. Right when you finish, you forget one little part that makes it functional, and then you gotta figure it out. Alright, pull those out. Pull this out. Wife is messaging me. Give me a second. Alright, hopefully we don't burn down our house. Looks like I gotta close the door. I'm being too loud. Too loud for the baby. Alright, I gotta get this thing out somehow. How do I get this thing out? How did I get this out in the first place? Oh, how did I get this out the first time when I was going through here? Oh. Can I just get a blade underneath and just pop it out? Oh, I think I got a knife. That's what I was using. I was using a knife. Gotta get a broader blade to like get it out. blade that won't break or snap or anything. Yeah, just like that. All right, pull that apart, put the spring in. Put that back in like that. Push that through. This pin in and together. Okay. Booyah! There we go. Now we have a actual use of something. Put this together. Alright, booyah, look at that. Oh yeah, alright, let's plug this thing in and see if it melts down and burns down my house or something. Shall we? Let's see. If the stream goes dark, then you know it's because my breaker popped. So we'll see. We'll see. It doesn't help that this thing has a bent cord too. Alright. Oh no! The the on switch went back in because it's not being held in that well. You gotta be kidding me. Of course this would happen. Ugh. Here, let's try something. Let's put some tape around this thing to help hold it in. Trying to get this tape on. Not working too well. Okay. Tape goes up in here. Up and around it goes. Okay, let's try this from... give me a second while I figure this out. Okay. Gosh darn this tape. You gotta like do like the crazy methods and make it look so homemade that people will be like, what are you doing? And booyah, okay. All right, there we go. That's on. A little bit of a mess, but hey, we'll see if it works. Let's try it. Let's just see if it works now. Shall we? Was this whole 1 hour live stream worth it? Gosh, I need to bend this prong. Yeah, there we go. All right, the prong's back in decent shape now. All right, ready? It turns on. The light turned on. Now I have no idea which direction is hot on this thing. I'm gonna assume forward is hot. Forward of the thing. Oh, yep, it's getting hot. Yep, that's hot. Okay. Now shall I do my hair? Yeah. All right. How about that? 1 hour of a live stream and I fix a $20 flat iron. I don't know. It's kind of funny because my wife says that she's been using this since high school, so it's like 6 years old, and yet I just got it fixed and everything. So that's kind of cool. Just like get things to keep going, and like when she said she had an issue with it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I could fix that. I'm pretty sure I could fix that. And I did. So that's kind of cool. It proves that you can do a lot of stuff, guys. It proves a lot. Okay. Now, hopefully she doesn't break this thing in it within like a day or two of use. All right. Well, I don't think I have anything else to fix on my desk, so we'll just end it there. We have finished that, and thanks for watching, everybody. We're gonna end this live stream. Maybe we'll do another live stream later. I think I want to do a Japanese live stream because I want to do something else. But hello, everybody. Also, safety first. You gotta wear safety glasses, even though it's not much of things that would pop in my eye. You never know. You never know. I always just wear safety glasses either way. Safety glasses, I support. Oh no. My iFixit thing is popping out a little bit. That's not fun. Alright, well thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna end the live stream now. Bye bye.